Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, nerds. It is I, Sprazzleworld Steam Gear the Third, coming at you with another fancy Let's Play. Now, as you can see, I have made my dude here. I gave him the shiny mustache, and you can't see the back of his head, but he also has nice braids. Now, I'm gonna go into the options and look at the controls to see how to set different views. But anywho, as you can see from my dude, let's go back to character. I gave him the good hair. I can't turn him around, it's weird. I gave him some braids. They have other weird headband, machismos, pompadour. Gave him the pompadour. We'll go for the pompadour. Change things up. Facial hair, they had great big bushy beard. They had these point and chop things like the super tiny stash. I gave him, ooh, oh yes, I gave him this stash like me. Okay, so we're gonna play the scrap mechanic. We're gonna play survival world. As you can see, we tried at one point to play. My editing software didn't want to play nice with the way I had things outputted, so it's all gone. So I'm start over again. I'm gonna delete that one. Yes, I'm sure. That's my personal fun to play world, so I can learn a little bit about the game. Sprazdilia, that's what we usually play as. And new game, bam. For those of you who know how to play scrap mechanic and you know how to do all of the things involving the suspension glitches, and how to make an engine to work without actually needing fuel, cool for you. You are a super cool dude that follows your own northern star. That's great. I'm not. I'm a noob. Like literally, I'm learning how to play a little bit at a time. I do have another game, another save game for my personal use, and that's just so that I don't go crazy waiting for the next episode to drop. Honestly, I'm going to play this game with you guys. I might use the suspension glitch because the game, as it stands right now, it'll just fall over. Your truck or car or whatever will just fall over. No rhyme, no reason, just fall right over. So I might use the get in there, man. Might use that suspension glitch to stop me from falling over. But forget with the hemming and hawing. Let's get down to what's going on. So, welcome to Scrap Mechanic. In this game, you are a scrappy cool dude who crash landed on this planet. On this planet, it looked like there was some scrap dudes, some robots that were designed. Oh, that thing came on my vision. I thought it was a robot. That were designed to make things super cool for the people from here. Well, bad news bears. Those things went a little nuts. So, this place is not the safest. I mean, understatement of the week. But put you over here. Put you over here. So, excuse me. So now we're here. Because we started from the bottom, now we're here. And we are, I guess we were like an engineer, right? We were coming to this planet to be like, what's up, dude? And for some reason we crashed. I don't know why we crashed. I'm guessing that I'm concussed. So that knowledge was not need to know. So, oh, forget with the arms. Let's try to drop the arms, huh? I can't make no promises, though. So we... I did it again. We're trying to make our way. See, again. We're trying to make our way on the planet. We're trying to figure out what happened, how we get out of here, why we're here, and what we can do about it. Now, as far as being a player is concerned, as far as what our role is in the game, we are builders. So, with that, everything I'm picking up is something that we can build with. Ugh. Those are the bad guys. These are called farm bots. There's one. There's the other one. There he is. These guys were made for convenience for people on the planet, and now they appear to want to murder me. I don't know why they want to murder me. I don't have any problems with them. Put that over there. But they don't seem to care about that. They want me dead. So, as you'll notice, when we put that down, it makes a little twinkle. So we use that twinkle to locate the others. There we go. But when we kill them, we get their legs, I think, and we can refine those into metal. At the beginning of the game, this is the name of the game. Refine their legs into metal. This is boring to watch, I know, the refining to metal, so I'm not going to be showing you that every single time I do it. Just want to show you in the beginning, we hit them, we refine their legs, and we get resources. You'll notice as we go through the game, I'm going to cut a lot of things. This is our ship. It was like that when I got here. Use my slogan for this. I'm gonna leave that there. Those are potatoes. That's ammunition for guns, interestingly enough. This is cardboard. It looks like a box, but these are actually blocks. And that's another resource. That's a roll of toilet paper. That's somehow, someway a resource. Now, these metal pieces I got from the garden shack, those are gonna be our building blocks. Those are gonna be the how we make our first I can't with the others. How we make our first vehicle. Now, the reason I put this ship out, most of it anyway, is because of this right here. This is the first build thing. It lets you build seats, it lets you build motors, it lets you build what are these here? Bearings and wheels, but all of the scrap variety, except for the bearings. The bearings don't have a variety. So the wheel, the engines, the seat, the wheels, those are all the scrap variety. It doesn't let you build these lights. I found this here, and that's why I put this out, because I need this light. So that's why we need this place. Also, over here, you have to sleep in a bed to make a respawn point. So now if we die, we'll respawn here. Now, this is a chest. It's got 1 slot. And this is a chest. It's got 4 slots. That's gonna be super important as we get along in our journey. But the next part is, in order for this to work, since no power, needs a battery. What do? We get a battery in your hands, and then you put it in here. Bada boom, bada bing. I've seen some people who go through this game and they go straight shot, just kabam, to the first mechanics area. I don't do that in my Let's Plays. I don't do that in my personal game. I come to this first place, I gather resources, I get the battery, and I build my first excuse me for the ounce. I build my first car here, right in this area. So I'm gonna go to the place with the water and get more water as I keep talking to you. The reason I do that is because I think that's the way the game is supposed to be played. You know, they really want you to farm here. I don't farm here. I farm at the first mechanic place. See that way in the distance? Another farm bot disappearing into the great beyond. I'm gonna go hunt him down because I need the parts. When we get to the first, listen. There you go. Oh, he's going to harass a cow. No, there's a cow here. Not being harassed. You guys see a farm bot anywhere? Moo, well that's rude. You see over here? No. Well, There he is. I knew if I ran through his who's and what's he'd come for me. Bam! Bam! Woo! Now there's 2 resources we get from bots in the, well, not just in the beginning. In the always we get chips from them, and we get. I'll look at the other thing in a minute. I have to get this back to base. We get chips and we get something else, and we only get those from bots. And well, we specifically get those from bots, and we also get them from chests. Those green chests over there. That's the only place we get these from. Now, if you use Q, you can rotate your creations. It's not a creation, but I put that down there. So, chips, and I don't have the other one yet. Circuit boards, I'm sorry. Circuit boards. When I get the other upgrade, I'll show it to you as well. Those 2 things are the building blocks for everything else in the game. I'm not going to refine that metal because I don't need it yet. One thing I always do is I come back here, I pick up this locker. When it's empty, it goes in your inventory. When you have anything at all... Oh, that's a fire right there. When you have anything at all in there, it doesn't... Again with the ums. It doesn't... That's gasoline. And this move stuff. This is what I use to get by in the beginning before I do a lot of harvesting. This motion. It's like a moo-based potion. Well, I guess sidetracked so easily. I apologize. In the beginning, this is my go-to. This is all of my inventory. What I like to do is I like to put things like this that you can't just put on the ground. I could put these stacks on the ground, but these blocks, since you build with these in the world, you put them on the ground, you gotta put them one at a time. So I usually put those in there. This and the wood. This you can put in here too, but you can put this on the ground, then it's one thing, easy to put down, easy to pick up. Now what I'm gonna do from here is go back for one more round of water, because I want to put everything out in the base. Because fire bad. The fire hurts you. You could take that. You could take damage from the fire. So I'm gonna put the fire out so that we can use that as our base. The fire on the roof doesn't matter. I can't get to it. But the fire in front, I can't really do anything with that. But this fire, you gotta go. There's something. Maybe you guys can tell me. This says requires power, and then later on it says use. But then I push it and nothing happens. So maybe it's supposed to be something with this. Maybe you can later on get to a ship that's not broken and that does something, but here they turn that part off. But they didn't turn the use button off, so I don't know why that's there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these here, and I'm going to put them here. I don't need any part of that. Just to get it out of my inventory. And then here, I'm going to put the wood. And then take these, and I'm going to put them here. Now, these piles of dirt are my most precious resource. Maybe this playthrough will be different, because every playthrough I've played has been different. But if you don't have dirt, you can't farm. There's a lot more cows in this beginning area than there was the first 2 times I played. The first 2 times I played, I didn't see any cows until I got to the mechanic shop. The last time I played, there was no robots anywhere on this path, and the first time I played, it was infested with robots. Another thing I've noticed with this game is that if you're gotta learn how to get rid of the Oz. If you're running around at night, there's more robots. It's like the old Minecraft adage, and you can barely see. That's when they want to do it on your face. Oh, here we go. These are component kits. Component kits and circuit boards are the building blocks for everything, and you usually get them from either chest or robots. Now, as we go up the stairs here, up into there, we're gonna run into robots. How many? I don't know. You'll notice as I get into things, I'll back up as I fight them. there's no other defense for them except to not get hit. I always check for them when I go up the stairs. Take the bucket, put the bucket here, put the cardboard in the inventory. Okay. My playthrough is going to be more casual. I'm gonna have you explore with me the first time I explore to a place, and then as I go through the grind that eventually comes up in these sorts of games when it's just harvest more materials to get to the next step. Then I'll get a cut, and again with the others, I'll do it myself, and I will have you join me again when I'm done with that. So this is adventure. This is adventure mode. Like there's a tape bot. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. Sometimes, not all the time, they drop their heads, and you can use those to set a tone, which is what I prefer to use as a horn. First time I did the playthrough, I got lots of them. This is the battery we need. The last time I played through, none of them dropped it. So I don't know what the drop chance is. You see that light way over there? Because we're super high. That's the first base. So that's where everyone wants to go from the bat. From the word go. Some people just rush right towards it. I'm not that person. I don't want to rush towards it. I want to build my first car first. Because even though I can abandon the cardboard, the boxes, I mean, the cardboard boxes, I can't abandon other loot I get. So, for that, I need a car so that I can carry all my loot. And while our health does drain as we adventure along, it also drains whenever it heals us. And it drains faster at that point. Look for bad guys first. The advantage of them is that they, one thing, that's it. They are robots, so they have light sources in their heads. So they're easier to see most of the time. The only thing I want with this run is to be able to pick up everything that's up here the first time through, not have to come all the way up here next time. Thought I saw like an arm or a leg or something. No, it's just okay, we're good. Maybe I did, maybe I missed it. Ooh, ground level. Oh, this is not the original way I went up, is it? No, maybe. Thought something was in the corner, but if there's a chest, it would glow. Exploring at night is not the best, really. The robots come out in force. Inventory. Plenty of space. It's what happens when you leave some things behind. Oh yeah, it did drop a head. Perfect. I love these things. And then when we get back to base, we can see what that thing is called. This way. Now, because the sun is down, more bots might have spawned. And another thing I've noticed is that if you log out of your save and restart, that will repopulate the bots on your server. Not so much as a glitch, like I need a billion bots, I need them now, but it seems as though... Well, see, I can only see that because it was dark. I would never have seen that if the light was out. It seems as though when you get to a certain point, your if there's no robot spawned... Excuse me. If there's no robot spawn, there's nothing you can do. Because you need those chips, and you need those upgrade kits. So if you don't have enough chips or enough upgrade kits to do what you need to do, you can go out and look for robots. But if there's no robots, you can't do anything. So, okay, that one's done refining. Maybe I would have cut that one out for you. If you're good. Now we slam this thing home. Bop. And turns on these lights, which we can't take with us. Not everything is salvageable. As far as I'm concerned, this place is sparking whatever. But if I could just rip down one of these ceiling lights, that'd be my headlight. Look how bright that is. That's great. Anywho, so here we are with this craft bot. Now, as you can see, we need 3 chips for this, 2 chips for this, and 2 chips for this. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have plenty of chips. We don't need any upgrade kits for any of this. That's just metal. These are just metal and wood. I think I have a switch, and I'm not sure if I have a button. But the first, I have one of those. How much wood do I have? I might have enough wood. I definitely hope I have enough fuel. Okay, so now we're going to get started with the important parts first. First, we're going to build this. Now, there's an instructional manual, if you want to follow it, that shows you how to do all of the things in regards to building your first car. You push H. That's the how-to. Shows you how to make a vehicle, how bearings work, how lifts work, how the connection tool works, the whole nine. It goes all the way through. Even with things like triggers and thrusters and controllers that I'm not going to use today. But the basics is this. This is your lift. Your lift lifts things off the ground. These are our parts we're going to be building with today. This is the biggest one. So to take this, I'm going to put this here. Bam. Then I'm going to take this one, put it here. I'm going to keep all that in line. And this, guys and gals, is going to be our super scrappy first car. It looks just as good as it's going to handle, which means not at all. This is our connector tool. Once we make other things, 100 wood, oh man. Once we've made other things, we can use that to connect the pieces together. We need more wood. That's not a robot, that's this thing, singing to itself. I thought for the longest time it was a robot outside trying to kill me. No, it's that thing singing to itself. It's just hilarious, but also terrifying. Alright. So there's a couple of things that we're going to do when we get going, and most of the things we're going to keep in our inventory. All the blocks that we have, we're going to put onto the vehicle just to save in space in our inventory, except for these things. I think we're going to use these things for our own devices. I like to build a bumper out of this stuff, and that's just because of the things I've learned in regards to durability. This is durability 4, wood is durability 2, and metal is durability 3. This is more durable than this scrap metal. We just found that laying around. This is durability 5, but that's going pro. This is durability 3, but whatever. In the beginning, all we have is this. So, yeah, the tote bot head. Flip. Now, the reason I have that one is I'm going to put this. This is durability 4 as well. This is going to go in the front of my vehicle. It might seem morose to put the head of our enemy on the front of our vehicle, but one, I did not choose this thug life. This thug life chose me. But two, if we choose a tone, and then a volume up to here, that will be our horn. Now, if I had a button, do I have a button? No. Then I would show you how that works. There's a easy way to do this and a hard way to do this. What I think I'm gonna go for today is the easy way to do this. We'll see if it works. Usually what I do is I take my rotors, my pistons, whatever, and I put them on the corners here of my build. And then I'll put a L-shaped thing, right? And then I come down around here. Up we go. Put that down around here, and I finalize this. And then I put another one here, and then a wheel here, and then my steering suspension thing rotates that back and forth. That's cool. I've done that before. But there's a limited number of connections on my scrap who's and what's it. And I need two things. One, I need something for my headlight. Because I need to be able to switch my headlight on and off. So I'm going to put that on a switch. So when it's dark out, I can use that. Now that turned all the way up. Look at that. Boom. And so I'm going to need that on a... Oh, there's a switch right here. Whoop. So I put this switch right there. Then I can take my connector. Oh, I do with that. And I connect this to this. It'll be off. But when I click the switch, it turns on. Then when I make my collect that. When I make my seat, I need more wood for. I'm gonna go out and get that right now. When I make my seat, then I only have 2 wheels, do we? Then I can control it while I'm sitting, which is most important. Put my engine back here, and then as you see, you can increase the chutzpah onto this, and this is where your fuel goes. I'm not gonna put that in there right now because it's just gonna sit there. Might waste fuel, don't really know, don't want to try it. Now we go out and we're going to harvest 2 things. One, not you guys. One, if we find some trees like this, they drop ember. Now we don't need ember right now for anything at all, like at all. But later on, when we do need ember, only 3 places we get maybe. Here at the place that is to be honest a ways past where we should be as a nub, and then a ways past that, in fact. So what we're doing now is we're future proofing, and we're gonna gather the things now that we won't need until later. Now if you look away slightly and look back and don't hit your button anywhere else, you can just go right back to harvesting. When you... Oops. You're good. You can go back to harvesting. So like if I'm doing this and I go, and then I look back, it'll pick back up. If I do that and then I look away and I hit the button for any reason, or I try to harvest something else, this will reset. It's a nice little feature, knowing that you are glitchy. Every one of those that you harvest is worth 10. I need 90 for... I need 90 for my seat, and then I might need some. I might need some more for wheels. Usually, when I explore that zone, I come back with a bunch more wheels. I'm gonna check my inventory to make sure I don't have wheels hidden in my inventory. And then, as you can see, my water is going low. 1 more wheel. So I only need to make 1 wheel. Not bad. In my first playthrough, I got 5 wheels, so I didn't have to make any, and I had a spare. This playthrough, gotta make 1. And my second playthrough, I had just enough, so it worked out. It's one of those things where I'm sure if I go to the first zone to check on the... if I go to the first scrap warehouse, I would have gotten everything I needed. If I am spoiling for you the places we are going, I'm sorry. I'm not the the biggest cat's pajamas as far as YouTube's. So I'm guessing if you've come here, maybe you've seen one of them do it. But let's not assume that no more. I don't know what the end game is like for this game. Like, what are we trying to accomplish? Are we trying to get off this planet? Are we trying to put ourselves in a position of power so that we are the robot's overlord? I don't know. Trying to make things interesting while I do this harvesting. I know by now you guys are like, okay, we get it, we get it. You harvest that thing, it takes some time. Oh, thirsty. So now I'm going to drink some of this fine sun shake. It's very buoyant and flammable? That's not true. It was in the fire when I found it. Put that off to the side. I rest assured, later on, as we get through this game, there'll be a way to get past it. And once we get to that point, I'll show it to you. There's a way to automate most things, but there's two things that that'll always be true. One, this hammer is going to be our bread and butter for fighting the robots for quite some time. Until we get enough harvesting tools on a vehicle, which we can do, so all of this will not be necessary. And then two, chopping down trees and refining them to their base bits, eventually that gets so much easier. So now I have more than enough wood. Up in here, my inventory says I have 189. The stack sizes stack to 250, as I've given to understand. So if we can get through with this 20 metal with everything we need, we can get shaken onto the bacon pretty quick here. Maybe not. Each one of these is going to need 5, and this needs 10. So I don't think so, because we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 more of these. And I want one of these. That's easy enough. Okay, so make of that. Wow. Yes, yeah, I have just enough for that. Not enough for anything else mechanical. 2 of those, any one of those. Okay, so what we're gonna do instead of building this and taking this beauty with us along the way is we're going to go to the first warehouse, and we're gonna harvest all of its precious resources. Which means we're gonna fight more bots and do more exploring. Alright. Also keep in mind that I'm gonna try to keep this video to roughly 30 minutes. By my calculations, we're over 30 minutes now that I have recorded. But you guys down in, see, it says you, it's nothing. You guys in the YouTube's land, hopefully, are not gonna see anything but 30 minutes worth of filtered down goodness. So all of my apologizing for making you watch the filtered thing, I might just take most of that out. Except for I'm giving you bits of information that are useful. So, what we're gonna do now is that away there. 3 buckets. Yeah. Oh yeah, these 2. I've noticed that if you put a roof over your head, as intelligent as that is to do, it throws everything off. So, I'm not going to put a roof over us. I'm going to put a roof over... and that's over us. Our important stuff. So I might move this switch and put our steering system here. Where's the steering system? It's done. Oh, it's over here. Boop. This is our steering system. Yeah, see, if I pop in there and then I pop out of there, the game doesn't know what to do with itself. It's like, what are you doing? So I'm gonna take this switch, I'm gonna put it back here, just so I can move this all the way up. You know what? No. That needs to be here. And I'm going to tell you why. The steering system I want to make is going to go off of the top of his head. So in fact, my light is going to be off-centered. And then the connector I can do it later. So we're going to take this down. And... you know what? Sure. I'm going to put it there. And then when I hop in and out, I hop in, I hop out, no problem. Hop in, and that's creepy. I'll be defended from all sides. Because I'm going to put the locker on here, and if those bots hit the locker, we lose everything in it. So, we cannot have that. Inventory space, plenty of inventory space. I'm going to put you here. I leave these two on the bar, so I know how many I have. Like if I'm collecting for something. But this time I'm collecting for this one. So if I get 4 of these, we're done. We can just come back and we're done. And then I need more water, obviously, so I'm gonna drink up this. So I will get my hammer out, because even if I'm running, I can swing, but I can't change selections if I'm running. So it's very important that we know what we can do when we're running. Now as we leave the flames and the sparks, we can come over here and we can get to this thing. There's going to be a lot of farm bots down here. So if I get quiet, just know that I'm kicking names and taking... well, you know. I'm going to try to keep this PG or G if possible. Just so that if we have young people who want to watch play the game, they can do so. Now, if you notice, that guy caught me with a couple of hits. What happened there is that these guys have clipping. And when a person in the back pushes the person in the front, thought I heard something. And I probably cut out that refine. See? Spaz loves you. Now, I killed 3 of those guys and I refined 1 thing. So, that means that there are 2 more out there. If you look super carefully, sometimes you can see the sparkle. Look, a toad bot. First time we hit him, we'll probably loosen up. Pick it up and... no head for me? Man. Empty this whole building of all of its precious resources. Look, another farm bot. Is he mad at the non-union? Get it. He got us good. But the other farm bot didn't see us. So now I have a quick moment to eat and drink. And then get back in there, baby. Check for more. Nope. Whew. I don't know the rhyme or reason behind what you get from the farm bots. Because I found that sometimes if I don't get hit, I get more than just their legs. But I found other times that they hit me in the face and I still get more than just their legs. And then yet other times I found that they hit me in the face and I get nothing. So I'm not sure if it's random chance that you get more stuff from them, if it's every other game, or what it is. All I know is every time I play this game, that's up there. Don't know why, but that's up there. I usually forget to bring enough resources with me, so I can't really get up there. But in my solo campaign, you'll find this from time to time as well. I'm not sure if they fell into disrepair and died, or what the deal is, what the story deal is. But you'll often find, not always, often find in these bigger factories, you'll find like these spare legs in the corner. I like to imagine that a couple of them fell into disrepair, and rather than everyone being semi-disrepaired, the gang of robots got together and said, "Hey, you know Jeffrey and Steve over there. They are not looking too hot. They want us to give them some repair bits, and I'm not down with that. So what do you say we you know?" And they took old Jeffrey and Steve out back, and they beat them something sound. And then they took their parts and they made themselves all squeaky clean. And any spare parts they had of old Jeffrey and Steve, they turned into spare parts for them for later. So over there, let me tell you what I'm doing, is resources. Because this is a build game, just Q for rotation, you can build out. That's about half my resources, right? Half of that. Ooh, ouch! Don't do what I just did. Don't fall to your doom. Do it the right way. Kind of why I made this one this part so large, so that I could not do that. All but 4. See how you are? There. Not sure how far I can reach from here, but I'm gonna give it a try. Pretty far, it seems. Oh, that's the limit of what I can reach. Okay, well. My idea with this is to get in here. Okay. 2 legs there. Gas in the corner. 1 more leg over here. First things first, assess. Any bad guys up here? No, they can't get up here. They have no ability. See, there's the wheel. That's the 4th wheel we need. That's good to go. I got something that looked rare. What was it? No idea. I'm harvesting like it's going out of style. Okay, so pick up the gasoline. Gonna need that. Pick you up. And I'm gonna put you over here. And then I'll harvest all of these, gather all my wood, and head back home. All right, before I do that, gonna harvest these things. I'm gonna wave my magic hands, and then we'll be back. And we're back. Not only did I cut out the I forgot to move it. Did I put that there? Not only did I cut out the part where I dealt with the refining, I cut out the part coming all the way back. Might ask yourself, but dude, what the heck? It's nighttime outside, and it's just gonna be dark and not be able to see nothing. So I cut that out. I did along the way find 1 bearing, so yay for me. So I need 2 for the rear wheels, and 2 for the front wheels, and 1 I'm gonna put right somewhere up here. Oh, this is even. It's gonna make it all weird. I'll put it here, and you're gonna have to forgive me for this. For the steering system. So how the steering system is gonna work, I'm gonna use wood. It's not gonna look as shiny. This is gonna come out to pretty far to here, and the same on this side. I get a little wonky with the steering, but you're gonna have to forgive me because this was even. I didn't plan for it to be even. I didn't plan for that to be off-centered, so it's gonna be a little wonky with the steering. It's gonna add to its rustic charm. Trust me on this one. Okay, so I have plenty of metal now. Whew. Because I fought a lot of scrap bots. So I need 2, 3/4. I need 2 more. And 1 button. Found 6 chips on this trip or so. That was a great find. So I need a lot of these, and one of those. 30 seconds. So I will bring you back when I have all of those things. He's gonna sing his fancy song, and then I'll bring you back. Maybe I'll do like a left swipe from left to right.